Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Ehi
My name is Happy.
and this is the Happy Ehi After channel.
Yeah, welcome back to our channel. Thank you for tuning in today's video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.
And for those of you who are coming back to our channel, we're glad to have you. Thank you for the patience. Thank you for the love. We know we haven't posted a video for some time. Our video editor has been on a month-long vacation, but now she's back, so we're back at it.
Yes, it feels good to be back and be with my family. It's also a bit sad that I'm not in Botswana.
Well,
Well, if you haven't watched the video of why I went to Botswana for a month, please do check it out. It's a nice one. You should really consider watching it.
yeah, and now she's back. She's as good as new, and now we can we can get back to our lives. Because sometimes all you need is just a break.
Or African sun in our
Yeah.
case.
So, anyways, today I wanted to talk about a topic that I think is very important, especially for those of you who are coming to Canada with your kids.
Yeah.
So, if you have a child, one thing you really want to pay attention to is getting accommodation here in Canada. There is a new reality on ground I think many people are not prepared for.
Yeah. But like everybody needs shelter, right? So it's really, really important that you tap into what he's talking about today.
Yeah, why I say those of you with kids, if it's just you and your wife
You
or
can
just you
hustle.
alone, you can
You,
rough it. Like we say, you can rough it. Even if somebody offers you a floor somewhere,
you can
you
manage
can you
them.
can be there for 3 months, 6 months. My business is not with you. My business is with those of you with kids.
Yes.
If you have a child, you know how kids are and how they are with their own space. So the reality I'm talking about is pre-COVID, it was a straightforward process. You come in, you have your money to pay rent. Landlords are willing to give you a house to rent. You get your house. In fact, you even shop for houses. Oh, I like
You
this
pick and
area. Oh,
choose.
I don't really like this area. But COVID brought about a new reality.
Yeah.
Now, what did COVID do? COVID brought about a situation where many people lost their jobs, they lost their means of livelihood, and they couldn't pay rent.
Yeah.
And because of the pandemic situation, the government supported them. First, by providing subsidy to renters to pay rent, and then by enforcing the rental laws so that landlords can absolutely not kick out a tenant no matter what. And what did that create? That created a lot of tenants who simply are not paying their rent or are unwilling to pay their rent. And this created a lot of backlog in the body that regulates rents here in Canada, the Landlord Tenants Board. So the reality on ground is you're a landlord. If a tenant is not paying rent, before you can even get a hearing that, okay, you stand in front of the Landlord Tenant Board and plead your case, could take you up to a year. Even if you get a judgment against that tenant can appeal that judgment twice, which means in reality, a tenant can go up to 2 years, 3 years, and not pay a dime in rent, and you are still responsible for that house. So this has been the situation. The backlog at the landlord tenants board now is running into multiple months. And what is happening? What has that created? That has created strict landlords. Now, landlords want to know that you are capable of paying rent, and not just paying rent now, you're capable of paying rent throughout your rental lease period, which is usually 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
So now they ask you for what? Your credit history,
Which you don't have.
which you don't have because you're just coming. Oh, your employer, which you don't have, most likely because you're just coming. Oh, your landlord reference. They want a landlord reference from within Canada, which you don't have because you're just coming. And they want what they call A-list renters. Who is an A-list renter? Perfect credit score, very good credit score, rental history of at least 5 years, with good landlord reference, at least 2 good landlord references. These are what they call A-list renters. And trust me, as a newcomer, you're not an A-list renter. We've lived here almost a year. We're still not an A-list renter. So you find a situation, I'm sure some of you have noticed. You see those houses on Facebook Marketplace. You see those houses on renters.ca. You see those houses on realtor.ca. And you say, oh, wow, this is a nice house. It's cheap. Let me just ask, did you get a reply? No. Even if you got a reply, the first thing you say is, oh, I will be arriving on so date. Did you get a reply after that? No, nobody will reply you. So this is why you need to pay attention, because you book an Airbnb and you say, oh, I was just staying Airbnb for maybe 3 weeks and then I'll find a place to rent. You could end up staying in that Airbnb for 6 months.
Hey, cool down. Don't scare the people.
No, it's not scary.
Don't scare the people.
It's
now.
better you know what is on ground, so that you don't come and
I feel scared just listening to you.
so that you don't come and fall into trap. So what is my advice? As soon as you get that approval, start looking for a house to rent. Start connecting with people. Start talking to people. Your first priority is finding a house that is willing to accept your rent. Another reality is that by law, a landlord cannot ask you for more than first and last month's rent. That is by law. So they would never ask you.
So that has created.
You have to be willing to say, oh, I can offer 3 months ahead. I can offer 6 months ahead. If you want to go overboard, I can offer 1 year ahead, because
And we've heard about people who paid.
people
1
paid
year's,
1 year rent up front.
Yes.
So if you have that, be willing to put it up all front, because if you have kids, you need a place to settle down. For school, for your kids to go to school, they need you need to have your rental lease agreement so that you can show that your kids
Live
live
around
around that area. So don't play. This is not a joking stuff. If you play yourself, start looking for a place to rent. We've been able to help a couple of families land rental properties here in Ottawa. If you're thinking of coming to Ottawa, you can reach out. I can start talking to people in the groups. Not many landlords are willing to entertain rental application from newcomers, but we can try to help you find. But please don't leave it until the last minute. Please, please, and please.
On the other side of things, yesterday actually we met a landlord renting out that basement, and we asked her about the same issue, and she was like, you know what, I don't mind, because people who are newcomers and refugees, some of them are quite serious more than the local people, so some of them will pay. They are never late with their rent. So sometimes we do find those good and nice people who are considerate. But the truth is, the majority of people want to protect themselves from all these disasters that could happen.
Exactly.
So it's not entirely that these landlords are bad people or they're inconsiderate. It's because there were some animals.
Yeah, because some people have caused a big problem. And look, unlike where I'm from in Nigeria, we build our houses. If we have a house, we bought it outright. We own it.
Yeah.
Here, it's not like that. You are a landlord. You are paying the bank mortgage, and nothing concern bank. My tenant didn't pay rent. It's not a story for the bank. It's a story for the gods.
Yes.
Bank will not hear that one. So landlords have to protect themselves, because you could potentially cost that landlord his life, his means of, because if your credit score is bashed here because you failed to pay your mortgage, it's a big problem for you for the future of your kids. So they're only trying to protect themselves. And I know most of them, the only reason why they avoid newcomers is jobs. You don't have a job.
Yeah.
But the truth is because they don't realize what is pursuing us newcomers is different from what is. Which newcomer will come here and not want to pay rent? That is not even
that one. Which newcomer can come here without money?
Without money. Let's start from there. Which newcomer can come here without, whether you are an international student or you are a PR, come here without money now. That is the first thing. And then you come here, the first thing you want to do within your 1 year is to be going to landlord board because they are charging you for not paying. Is that how you want to start your life?
No,
nobody wants want to start life like that. We are here because what is pursuing us, is greater than what is here. So we are coming here because, the lion that, maybe it's a lion that's pursuing you from where you are coming from. Here, maybe it's just a goat, or a squirrel, or a rabbit that is pursuing you here. So we know where we are coming from, but they don't understand that. The more landlords I meet, the more I try to educate them on the value of newcomers, and we'll just try to do our best. But please, don't don't
Don't leave it to the
don't
last
leave it to the
moment.
last minute, please.
Yes.
Start searching from if you need tips, if you need ideas, if you need connections to other cities, you can reach out. Whatever we can do, we will do to
Maybe people
help.
are wondering if you charge a fee or something.
No, this
is
we are
God's
doing
work.
for God and ourselves. This is not my. We are not charging for this, but please like, subscribe, share, get YouTube to pay us, and then we are fine.
Yes, that's right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I miss these sessions.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in, and we wish you all the best settling down here in Canada. It's a beautiful country with lots of opportunities, and we know you will do well here.
Yes. All right, now let's say bye to our lovely viewers.
Till next time, bye guys.
Bye.